Hi, in this video I'm going to show off some progress I made on my game Drone Alone in the month of January 2021. So I spent most of the month of January working on something I've been putting off for a long time, which is the pathfinding for NPCs. Unreal Engine does not come with pathfinding for 3D spaces, only on 2D spaces. And so I had to go through multiple solutions. I mean, there are paid solutions, but they're very expensive. So I was looking through GitHub and I found a few. I spent most of the month just testing different ones. I think I found the one that I'm going to stick with now. It's still a work in progress, but it's something. And realistically, I don't need that much when it comes to a 3D pathfinding for my NPCs, because there's not going to be that many NPCs in this game. The game is mostly about being by yourself. So in this test level, if we go around, I'm going to put the UI back on. So here, for example, is some of the test objects I've made. I've kind of been looking at what I want to think as a space creature for this game. At the moment, I'm mostly looking at jellyfish-like creatures and also things from the Cambrian Period, many hundreds of million years ago. And this is kind of the first couple I came up with. So here's one here. If we scan it, they can be scanned because they're kind of jelly-like. And these ones, they do roam, but they're very big and very slow, and they don't really care about anything. So you can kind of go through them and they don't really care. You can attack them, but they have a lot of health and it'll take a while to kill them. And if we keep looking, there should be some other ones around here. Mainly the reasons why I had to keep looking for something to run the 3D pathfinding is there's kind of two different methods. And the main method I wanted was one called SVO, which kind of doesn't try to break up the entire space, try to figure out where to go. It kind of does it in what's called an octo tree, which is a way more efficient memory and runtime wise as well. And this is the one I'm using here. So what I'm going to do is, because I can't seem to find the little guys, I'm going to cheat. So here in debug mode, you can see all the AI that's kind of running in the game. So there should be some around here. Oh yeah, okay, we'll go to this one. So here's one. Ah yeah, there we go. I see him. So, and all the other things, and still work as I did. There are some few other things I've kind of made a little bit of an update on the UI as well. So here we have this guy. So the behavior tree, which kind of runs the intelligence of the AI systems, for these guys is not the same as the big blob ones. These ones, they kind of rest most of the time, but they will every now and then kind of go and look for stuff. One thing this one should do, if we attack him, it should run away. There we go. And of course, you can be mean, and you can, if you want, destroy it. Look, so those are little, they have far lesser health. They have very simple lives. Basically, they will roam the asteroid field, rest most of the time, and every now and then they'll kind of go and look for asteroids. And when they find an asteroid, they kind of go next to it, hang out near it, and then they'll move again. So here's another one. Scan them, and here he goes. So that's not a reaction to what they don't really care about the drone unless they're being attacked. So you can get a little bit closer to it. The shaders are not very efficient, but they look kind of good for a first pass, and I kind of just want to work from there, and I'll make them more efficient as we go. So they kind of roam. There is a limit, obviously, to how many I can have running in game. which is something that I can also I have volumes that kind of spawn the NPCs and manage as they get destroyed, respawning new ones. What I might do is basically just for efficiency is just not load them until the character is actually within a certain distance. Yeah, this is the first parts of the NPC system, which will be used for both like creatures like these, but also some other things that will show up later on in the game. Don't want to give out any spoilers. But yeah, so that's the progress I made. Like I said, most of this month was mostly just researching different 3D pathfindings, because there's not that many options. There used to be a really good option called Dawn's 3D pathfinding, but it's mostly been abandoned by the author, it seems, and it just wasn't working properly for me. This one, it's doing, and it's pretty lightweight, and it seems to work pretty fine, so I'm quite happy with it. Yeah. Next month, or I should say this month, the month of February, will mostly be finishing off interiors, because I still have to do stuff with the interiors. And then there's just a few other things. Unfortunately, some of the stuff I did early on that I do need to revamp. Things like the mission system. It was one of the first things I made in the game almost a year and a half ago, and it's not that great. So I will be refurbishing that just to make it more in line with the type of game I'm running. Because I mean, originally I made a lot of stuff I copied from games I had played, like Assassin's Creed and RPGs basically, but they don't really fit the game here, where it's really about solitude and, you know, trying to decide, you know, do I keep doing my routine, or do I decide to go off and look for other things? But yeah, so I'll have another update hopefully in a month. Thank you very much for watching.